Hey guys, Work here, welcome back to the bench. So remember the last time I said we'd probably be doing a couple of reviews here, and today is no different. This time around, we're doing a holster. Now I know I just did that holster video a couple of weeks ago, but this one's a little bit different flavor. This one, I'm actually happy with. So if you look at the comments from my last holster video, or you take a look at one of the last week's reviews, you'll see that I bought a weapons light. And neither one of those holsters that I use for my Glock 19 is applicable for a weapon light. So I had to go somewhere else. A buddy of mine had just received his holster from this particular manufacturer, and was really happy with it. So I figured, hey, why not? I'll take the dive, and I went ahead and ordered from him. So the company is Full Metal Beard. Now first things first, this guy's customer service is great. I think I ordered this thing on like a Thursday, and he got it to me on Saturday or Monday, somewhere in there. The shipping was amazing. This is the same time that I was waiting on my APLC, and he actually beat the flashlight getting to me. He's super quick with his responses, and he'll help you through the holster ordering process, explaining different features and guiding you to the best fit for you, which is one of the best things that a company can do. So as I said in my last holster video, I try to get a different color every time I get a holster. This particular case is no different. Went ahead and got a blue. I really like how the blue came out. I don't like things that are way too flashy, and this is just skirting the edge of it, but I really like it. Overall construction of the holster is very nice. You can see the outlining, the different profiles to be able to get the light in here, and everything is relatively nice and tight. He offers the same adjustable clip that I really like, so that was great, and that's actually what I had emailed him about. Now on to the fit of the gun. When I first got it, the retention was a little on the loose side. It's understandable because of the way the APLC is. As you see, the APLC really streamlines in here, and there's no really place to be able to grab on at the back of this. So as far as a general fit goes, I think that was about as good as I was going to get from a holster manufacturer. Upon receiving it, I did modify it slightly by heating up and pinching back here, right behind the mounting surface of the APLC. This is about the only place that I could find to get some decent retention in. And it did work. If you listen, you can actually hear it click into place now. It's light, but when you're carrying it, it's more than enough. Now, the reason that I'm so picky about retention on these things is because I've got little boys, and when I get home, the first thing they want to do is get on the floor and play with daddy, and I don't always have the time to, or like to take my gun off. So I need a holster that retains my firearm when I'm on the floor with my boys, and this one does that for me. And it's even better now that I made that slight modification to it. Now, I did have him include the concealment tab back here. Now, from him, the concealment tab actually goes up here on the front, and I think that would be great for an appendix carry spot. But because I carry at 3 o'clock, I actually moved the concealment tab back around to the back. Took a slight modification. I had to cut some chamfers in here to be able to counter-drive the screws and sink the T-bolts back in this side. But with that little modification, it does fit a lot better. I think the only thing that I would probably request from him to have done differently with this is to send a second one of these concealment tabs. This particular tab is the right-handed tab. So on the right-hand side, it's going to come out and back. I think it would be nice if he could send a left-handed tab as well. The left-handed tab, when done right, would actually sit down here instead of up here, because it would be flipped. Now why is that important? Because with this adjustable clip here, if you cant the firearm any in this direction, this tab actually pops out from your belt, and it doesn't help conceal at all. So that is my only change that I think I would probably have him do with this thing. Other than that, this thing is great. The customer service was fantastic. The delivery was super quick. I love the colors and the finish. He does a wonderful finishing job on the edges of all this kydex. And I love how he uses the T-bolts here, and there's a couple of rib nuts in here, to be able to tighten everything down without them spinning like the problem that I had with the other holsters. So now on to the rating for this one. Now the holster ratings are a little bit different. You might remember, as I said with my last holsters, that they were like 75% there. Now by 75% there, I don't mean that I would give those holsters a 7.5. Not by a long shot. When I first got those things, they were like a 4 at best, and with my modifications, they're maybe like a 5.5 or so. As for the Full Metal Beard, as far as custom kydex goes, I think I'd give this one about an 8. I've only ever had one 9, and maybe I'll review that one a little bit later. You might see back here this little hack job I did. I ended up doing that just because I'm running HD sights, and these HD sights sit in a place that's completely different than the stock sights. So they've run into just about every holster with a full sweat guard that I've ever had. So as far as holsters go, and Full Metal Beard, I would say if you're looking for a custom kydex holster, go and check out what he's got. His prices are super reasonable. They're on the lower end of the custom scale. His customer service is awesome, his delivery is great, and the finished product, well, I'm not looking for another holster, if that tells you anything. So that's it for this time, guys. Remember, if you enjoyed the video or found it useful, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. If you've got any custom kydex holster manufacturers that you think I should take a look at for some of my firearms, go ahead and write it in the comments. And until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.